Hello there. It's been a very mild and warm start to spring across Europe with high pressure in charge across the south. But we've also seen very settled conditions with sunshine, and those are still there on Friday. Lots of heat coming through the Iberian Peninsula for Spain and Portugal. Some temperatures here touching up to the figures we see in summer, but it is going to get a lot cooler. We've got a cold front that's going to steadily slump its way further south over the next few days, bringing more cooler conditions and wetter weather with it. Still some showers down across the Mediterranean for Italy and Greece, but the worst of the wet and windy weather that affected the southeast pushes across Turkey and the Black Sea. But you can see that line of heavy rain starting to roll across the north of France, the Low Countries, Germany, Poland, all the way across the Baltic states and onwards to Finland and western Russia. Now we're seeing some severe gales across the very north of Britain and the island of Ireland. A mix of wet and wintry weather for Ireland and Scotland. More in the way of sunny spells coming back in the very south of England, but there's that wintry weather working its way across into Scandinavia. That's going to cool things down temperature-wise. You can see Oslo seeing a cooling trend as we go into Tuesday with snow expected. Hello there. We'll start in the Middle East and Levant, and it's turned rather gloomy and cloudy across parts of the Gulf. That's thanks to this rash of cloud that's bringing some heavier rain to parts of Saudi Arabia. Over the next few days, we could see some flooding from that rain. Some of those showers as well touching into Qatar, developing across Kuwait and Bahrain, but the worst of that rain starting to push across Iraq as we go into Sunday. There's a much cooler feel across the Levant and a cooler feel as well for the northwest of Africa, thanks to a swirling system bringing some wet and windy weather to the Canary Islands, some of that trailing off across Morocco. But it is a story of a strong southerly wind that's kicking up the Sahara sand that'll push across into the Iberian Peninsula over the next few days. Now, we've seen a lot of heat across eastern parts of Africa, but temperatures are starting to come down slightly and sit in the high 30s for N'Djamena in Chad. The heat continues, however, for Botswana, above average temperatures here. More in the way of wetter weather developing, and you can see those strong winds starting to push the rain from Madagascar into Mozambique and eastern South Africa, with some very heavy rain to come for Lesotho on Sunday.